Today we're going to explore drawing materials. So I'm going to start with markers. Just like we did at the beginning of the year, remember you can use the tip, you can use the side of the marker, especially if you want to fill in a large area. You can explore using different colors of markers. If I think about the color wheel, blue and yellow are near each other and they mix together to make green. So I can layer my yellow on top of my blue. It's best to do that when the first color is a little bit or mostly dry so that it doesn't go onto your marker from the paper. Now I'm going to use some colored pencils. I can use the tip to draw. Just going to draw out some shapes. With colored pencils, you can also use the side of the lead to fill in an area, especially if you want to fill it in quickly. And remember, the more pressure you use, the darker the color will look. Another way that you can shade in shapes is to use lines. That's called hatching. Or if I go the opposite direction over the first lines, it's called cross hatching. It adds a different kind of texture to your drawing. You can go back over pencil and layer the colors to make them deeper. You can layer colors to mix different colors together. And here I show you how you can go from light to dark just by changing the pressure. Now I'm going to add some yellow over the red color to add some variation. I'm going to let the colors mix together. So if I don't want the shape to be one solid color, this is another way to vary the color and blend them together. Next, I'm going to use crayons. And again, I can use the tip of the crayon, I can use the side of the crayon, I can let colors blend together, I can make lines, fill in large areas, layer colors over each other. When you're mixing different colors, pay attention to what colors blend really nicely together. Pay attention to what colors mix to make a dark color or a neutral color. Now I'm using oil pastels, which are nice and squishy. I can still get nice lines. I can use the side and really blend my colors to get a really vibrant color. I can use a lighter color, and I chose one that's similar. I'm going to overlap first and then blend out. Oil pastels blend really beautifully. I know a lot of you like to make sunsets. This is a great tool to use to blend colors together. Explore what happens when you layer different materials over each other. Oil pastel over crayon, over colored pencil, over marker. Now I'm going to use chalk pastels. I can use the edge of the pastel to get a line. I can use the side to get a really soft color. You'll see it gets a lot of dust. Remember, we don't want to blow that dust across the table. You can tip it over onto your tablecloth or over the trash. I'm going to layer different colors together to see what happens, to see if I can get some different values or variations of my colors. I'm going to use a tissue around my finger to blend, and you can see it softens the color and blends the colors together. These are the makeup sponges that I showed you before. So I can use these with the pastels. The first thing I'm going to try is rubbing the sponge on the pastel to see if I can get enough of the color to then draw with. There are some pastels that are made just for using this way. I can get a little bit of color, but I also can draw and then blend, and the sponge blends even better than a tissue. I also encourage you to try drawing with the hand that you don't normally draw with. It's very freeing. It's fun to work with both hands. Try it out. I'm going to use another color. Again, I'm thinking of my color wheel and the order of the colors. I'm going to draw some pastel over my marker, over my crayon. I'm just trying things out to see how they work and if I like them.